My name is
Black
James
owned
Williams Jr.
restaurant. Look at the fuckery.
This is Kung Fu Habit #2, and I just watched this on World Star
Wow.
Hip Hop.
Y'all took,
I
excuse
have
me?
never been more mad
Excuse me?
listening to this shit.
Y'all together? Like in an intimate relationship? Really? You couldn't find no black woman? Like, you had to go that low to the lowest rung of humanity? If they're even humans, it's arguably that they're even humans. Like, are you that weak? Are you that weak? Because I don't normally interview y'all because y'all get me so upset being so weak. But just the fact that y'all had the audacity to sit in a black-owned restaurant and share this, I had to ask, like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, you couldn't find no black woman? What was it? What was it that made you that weak that you would get on your knees and bow to this less of a female that's lesser than a black woman in every way? Your mother was black, right? Your mother was black, correct?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, what you just heard was some shit. I just posted up. I just posted this video that I just seen on World Star Hip Hop. And in 2017, I thought that this shit would have toned down, got better. Some figure of people doing right, man. I'm multicultural. This hurt my feelings. This man has the audacity to use the word audacity to record people of interracial relationship eating, sharing a romantic meal, because that could have been a romantic meal for them. And I want to reach through this TV screen and grab this racist prick by his motherfucking neck and pop his fucking head off. I'm sorry, this ain't for children. I'm gonna try not to cry because this fucking irks me. That I let me be blunt. A lot of us brothers that don't date chicks of color, there is a reason for that. And one of the reasons ain't that we could not find a black girl. Maybe he's like me and they just don't turn him on. Or maybe he's like me and he doesn't like a lot of the black girl's attitude. Or maybe he just loves this white woman and love don't see no fucking color. My grandparents didn't see color when they were making my mother and my father, who are of multicultural descent. I don't see color when it comes to the woman that I love. I have a preference, and they so happen to be Asian. And if that's wrong, then this guy can come and face me face to face, and all this training here is going to be used on him. It is a disgrace for a black person to come down on another black person because they're not with a black girl. You can't get mad at somebody who don't love a black girl. There are more women than there are men on the planet. He should have the right to choose whoever the hell he wants. There was a movie about a couple here in Virginia, a black woman and a white man. They made history, made marks, made boundaries, got rid of some laws that prevented interracial couples from being together. And because I am a product of this shit, this hurts me. There is no reason for this asshat to have done that. Rather you wanted some hits on World Star or YouTube or any of that shit, man. Let me tell you something. Growing up multicultural is hell. You understand me? You not black enough for black people. You never gonna be white. And I ain't never gonna be full Native American or black or white. And I accept that shit. I have been a half-breed. I have been a nigger. I have been a chief. And seeing shit like that throws me back, yo. I'm 43 years old. And had I been in that damn restaurant, the only thing that would have been on World Star was me ramming his phone up his ass. You don't do that shit, man. You don't interrupt lovebirds eating a meal. And I don't give a flying fuck if it was a Chinese restaurant, or a black restaurant or a white restaurant. That ain't got a damn thing to do with their love, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this is why black people can't make it in this fucking world, because nobody wants to see black people succeed. He couldn't find a Nubian princess, so he found a European princess. But a princess is a princess, and as long as he's her prince and he treats her right, it ain't got nothing to do with your dickheadedness coming up to interrupt them with their meal, insulting this man's woman in front of him. I'm gonna give it to the man at the table. He got great grace and poise. I'm a street fighter. That shit wouldn't have flew with me. She would have been finishing that meal, and I would have been in handcuffs, because I would have broke that fucker's face. And then I would have broke his neck, and then his elbows, and then his little fingertips so he can't push the fucking record button. And I wouldn't stop breaking shit until I got to his toenails. I'm not gonna strip him naked, but I'm gonna beat him until he can't move a muscle in his body, until every cell in his body shuts the fuck down. This is why black people can't get anywhere in life. This is why we suffer, because we ain't got it together. Asian people know how to look out for their own. Granted, there have been a few problems. White people know how to look out for their own. Granted, there's been a few problems. But black people, no, we don't look out for our own. We don't give a flying fuck. We'd rather kill ourselves, and we fell right into the motherfucking trap. Right into the trap. Racist people want black people to wipe themselves out. Congratulations. You just gave them another piece of ammunition to step up. You think her white family like him in their life? Maybe she comes from a decent white home, like some of my family members have married into. Some decent ass people. It don't matter what a person's color is when this motherfucker gets to talking. This thing here don't always work right when this thing here gets to talking. And for you asshats out there, they won't let your daughter love a man of color, whether he's black or Asian. And on the flip side of that, if you're a black person and you won't let your daughter marry a white man or an Asian man, you're an asshole. Because if that white man or that Asian man treats your daughter better than that black man, then that's where your daughter needs to be. You want your daughter to be with a man who knows how to be a man, not a boy, not an asshat who doesn't know how to do what's right and live up to their fucking responsibility. If I have a daughter and she decides, hey dad, I want to date an Asian man. Hey baby, as long as he treats you right, go for it. Hey dad, I want to date a black man, but he's really, really dark, and we know that you don't like dark-skinned brothers. I never lied about that. But he makes her happy. He doesn't put her hands on him. We good to go until he puts his hands on her, or he runs a train on her. Then he got to get fucked up. But other than that, if he make her happy, he don't abuse her and treat her right, treats her like she's the queen, then it's good. And if she wants to date a white man, as long as he doesn't put his hands on her, I don't have a problem with that. And as long as they love each other. But this asshole, dude, pray I never meet you. Pray I never fucking meet you, cripple or not. I got a cane, and that's just my third leg. It can be used against you just like these motherfuckers right here. I didn't take kung fu and street fighting shit to the level that it should be, because by the time my age and my rank of weight finally got into the UFC, I'm too fucking old and I'm crippled. But that ain't gonna stop me from fighting in the streets. The doctor said you can't do kung fu. Shit like this makes me want to come the fuck out of retirement. I swear, if I'm ever in a restaurant and I happen to see an interracial couple being harassed by the color of the guy that's harassing the guy in the group, saying something about the man's woman, he ain't got to worry about it. Because if I'm right there, it's going to be a problem. No, we as black people, we don't seem to understand it. We're all we've got. But we can't wait to cut another black man's throat the first damn chance we get. Shame on you. Shame on you. And this don't go out to World Star Hip Hop, because you know you make a whole lot of motherfuckers famous. You ain't helping me none, but you making a whole lot of motherfuckers famous. But to that asshat that filmed these people, that interrupted their meal and insulted them, motherfucker, here's a news flash for you. Every motherfucking black person that was born in motherfucking America, if you didn't immigrate over this bitch, you got some white in you, you got some Native American in you. And you know why? Because when the slaveries came, you don't know if your goddamn grandfather was white. I know one of mine was. Maybe you would look into your family history before you judge this young man because he's dating a white woman. It's called America for a reason. Freedom. I put my dog tags on to fight for that shit. I didn't get too far, but I put the motherfuckers on every day for my brothers in Bravo, my brothers in Delta, who are out there right now fighting for that young man to date that white girl. So you're an asshat, and stay the fuck off of World Star if you're gonna be fucking interrupting people who are in love. Go find some damn asshat street fighting or something. Record something I'd like to watch, like girls fighting. Why don't you record that? But stay the fuck away from people in love, especially in interracial relationships. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Having number 2, and I'm really, really sorry. So I'm starting to smile, so I'm getting angry, so I need to get the hell off the screen. I don't want to wind up breaking my video camera on this damn thing. But things like that just piss me off. And to know me, you gotta understand, most of my friends have interracial kids who are in interracial relationships. I come from that shit. I respect that shit. I support that shit. And anyone who gets in my way in any kind of interracial relationship, you come near me, you get staked. Not like a vampire, but like the old school where they tar and feather your ass and leave you out there with fire ants. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some shit like that. And it's not illegal as long as you don't die. So, maybe 1 or 2 fire ants drop them down your shorts or some shit, and maybe you'll get the fucking message. I'm James Williams Jr. Just Kung Fu Having number 2, BCNU. And for everyone else, I dreadfully apologize for my rant. But you know what? If you don't know anybody who's multicultural, who has gone through some of the shit that I've gone through as a child, and then to see this shit, man, it ain't right. I'm sorry. It ain't right. And if I piss you guys off, I'm even more sorry. But you know what? You don't do that shit. You don't like people in interracial relationships? Turn your fucking head somewhere else. I'm gonna make a second part to this. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Having number 2, BC.